Lay low, mate, on the beat.
Cowboys Raw Uncut. 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 Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Yo, crew, back in the studio, man. It's Cowboys Raw Uncut, man. Man, I don't even know where to start with this, man. It was a severe beatdown from the Detroit Lions. The visitors proved to be too much to overcome. They came into AT&T Stadium, defeated our Cowboys 47-9. I think they threw for not threw. It was like total yards 492. Held us to like 52 yards rushing. We had about 5 turnovers. Hey, man, I mean, it's the next day, man. How was y'all walking around today after that beatdown, crew?
Same.
I was just gonna say,
Don't get too high on the high. Don't get too low on the low.
Right. And first of all, because, I'm the man and the OG that I am, I'm going to put some respect on your name, Detroit. I said I had no confidence in you. You hadn't touched us in 10 years. Wasn't any reason for me to believe you were going to do anything. And you put your hands out there and you touched us real good. So congratulations. You beat us up real good and, good win.
I think that we were who we thought we were the whole time. You know what I mean? That's the team that we've been seeing consistently at home for the last 4 games.
But it was different.
No.
It was no, listen to me. It was different from the last year game that we played Detroit. It was almost like they coach said, look, they soft. Go out here and just maul and overpower. That game last year, it looked nothing like that from them. It looked nothing like that.
That's because we was putting up points.
That's
because if we was putting up points, they could have did some different.
And look, I saw our defensive line getting moved. Yards and yards. So to me, Detroit, to me, it just looked like the coach said, look, they soft. Everybody's ran the ball down their throat. We're number 1 in the nation in rushing. That's what we do. We're going to run the ball down their throat. And that's what they did.
I just think that's what the last 4 teams we didn't place at home, seen at home as did. It's not just a them thing. It's
not like that.
thing.
I'm saying
No, it wasn't like that.
That was a mauling,
They
man.
ran the ball because they wanted to, but
The Saints mauled us too, though.
they got whatever they wanted through throwing the ball. They got whatever they wanted offensively.
Yeah, man.
It only seemed like that because they ran the ball more because they knew it was in hand. But they ran it, throwing it. We couldn't stop.
That's
nothing.
true. That's true. But
Nothing.
I saw dudes getting pancaked on the line. I saw that.
Yeah.
We lost the trench. We lost the trenches.
No, that's what I'm saying. We just got over. They beat us up, and they
top
didn't
of
do
all
that
of
last year, man.
On top of all of that,
They didn't do
had
it
a chip
last year.
on their shoulder from last year.
Yeah.
So they already had smoke, and they couldn't wait. They wanted to play us in the playoffs.
But that's why they're going to run it up on us.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're gonna run it up on us.
It's professional ball. You get paid big money. There's no such thing as running it up. Stop it.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna keep on.
I believe in that
I'm gonna
too.
keep on putting it on you. You get paid, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no running it up.
Yeah.
Be professional.
That's right. I'm with
my
that.
thing is that when you look at this, again, we have been this team for a full season. Because it started last year. Game 4 against Arizona. I think if I'm right, week 4. It was about week 4 because we was 3-0 coming in there, right? And then we played San Francisco after that, after Arizona, if I'm right, because that was the trap game. So when Arizona came in and ran it the way they did, everybody else followed suit through the rest of the season. Miami ran the ball on us. Buffalo ran the ball on us. Green Bay ran the ball on us. And that's the last 4 games at home that we've given up 160-plus points. In 4 games, that was the worst loss in 36 years at home for Dallas.
Yeah.
If you can't tell it's time for heads to roll, at this point. Might as well just pack it on in because ain't nothing gonna change. And nothing is getting ready to change. We are literally the same team, but worse because now we are depleted. I mean, Jerry got to swallow his pride. McCarthy needs to go.
That's the head we need to roll.
That's the head we need to roll. But Jerry is the head we need to roll.
Point-wise, it's the worst loss, but this is not worse than that Green Bay loss to me.
It's just the same. As far as the style of the loss, the style of the loss was just the same.
If he didn't get fired for that playoff loss, why is he gonna get fired for a week 5-6 loss like that?
Yeah, week 6.
And that's totally true. But
Jerry's just smart.
So let me ask you
but
though,
the thing, because he knows he's gonna replace him.
what is he gonna do? Just keep firing coaches? Because until he gets a coach that he lets be the coach and have their own mind, this is what we're going to get. That's my whole thing.
That's the thing.
He's not.
That's my whole thing.
He's not.
Latin, you know what I'm saying? Latin is the thing. It shouldn't be that.
That's the whole thing.
A man going to interview for a job, his presence alone should, ooze leadership. I don't see. I see why Jerry's in the mix. For one, who has he got in there that's gonna make him sit his ass down? Like
he's not gonna put nobody in there too, though. He's not gonna put
coming in there to do it.
He's not gonna.
He's not gonna bring nobody in there.
He's not gonna interview
who's out there that would do it.
So let me give y'all 3 possible replacements.
You just seen him on the field yesterday.
Ben Johnson.
Tired of these old guys, man.
What about Lincoln Riley?
You got the old GM, your old coach. You got the old defensive coordinator. Get these old guys out. Get some new stuff.
You know what I'm saying? But when these McDaniels and these McVays and these cats was getting around, he wasn't going to bring them in anyway.
Well, you got to think
that's
of
what I'm
it.
saying. But right now, just don't quit getting these old recycled guys.
You got to be able to take a chance. Jerry's not taking a chance. So when you look at the McVays, and those type of hard, the Florios, and you got all these that come in and can make it hot for at least 1 or 2 seasons and show you something new once they hit the scene. Jerry is not taking that chance. You know what I'm saying? To do that, he's gonna go with the safe choice. Who he knows he's not the fuck. That's just the Jerry way.
But when you won the Super Bowl, it's because you took a chance on a college coach that came up and changed some things around and got you to winning. After he left, you went back and got you a college coach and finished and got you another Super Bowl. Then you start getting these old ones. You went to the Parcells, these old guys in these old ways, and you ain't won nothing since. Yes, you ain't won nothing since.
Back up. You said then he went to go get them guys. Why did you have to go get those guys in the first place? Why didn't
he ran everybody up out of there?
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Man, it was time for time to go, man. It was time for Landry to go.
No, I'm saying Jimmy Johnson. I'm saying
yeah.
Why was we looking for anybody after that?
But think about that. So you take a chance on these guys, even though they win, you don't like their style of coaching because it makes you feel in less control. So you get them up out there and go get guys that you know you can run to where you can sacrifice winning for your own personal control, just to say that I have nobody else there to tell me how to run my team. So that's the money where the money comes in. That's where the control comes in. We're never going to be able to have the coach that we need as long as Jerry Jones is the GM.
Yes,
right.
the owner
it's
of the
not
team.
even when he leaves, his son ain't different. The apple ain't falling far from the tree.
Family tree.
It's yes men, man. It's like the reason.
Something tells me I think Steven may listen a little bit more than
no,
Jerry.
sir.
You don't
Why?
think so?
Versus Jerry.
What's telling you
He's
that?
the one that's flipped Jerry. Jerry ain't the same Jerry when he came in. He ain't
So
the
you
same
think you think Steven's the ones that has that?
Hell yeah, you late, man.
So Steven's worse than Jerry. Steven's worse than Jerry.
Steven's running this whole show, man. That's why Jerry ain't bought shit, got shit, or none of that. That's why he ain't went and did the stuff that Jerry would do.
Right.
If Jerry was running shit, he would have got Manziel. Good or bad, which is bad. You know what I'm saying? But the same token, it got you to go get Taco Charleston over T.J. Watt. You know what I'm saying? And it did that.
Yeah.
You know, and which one is, I'd rather go gamble on a young, flamboyant wide receiver than picking a DN that you wasn't never really sold on for that pick and, for that ADP anyway. Like, that was crazy.
Totally agree, man.
So is this you think for the team, is this a wake-up call? Or is this sending us in a downward spiral from here on out?
We are, man.
I don't.
I think exposing what it is.
Yeah, we are.
Soft as Jeremy and Steven. Really
I text.
Steven.
But
all the softness is trickling down.
Because
everybody's soft.
I text.
Everybody's soft, bro.
I text on the chat.
Will McClay getting
Trigger
soft.
got no heart.
Will McClay, he won't be the GM. He gonna do whatever they say. And they keep trickling down, man. Everybody's soft.
And it's funny because from the very first play of the game, the handoff to D. Montgomery around the side, Diggs had to get up and make that tackle, and he felt that
business
power.
decision.
he moved.
Business decision.
The first time, on the very first play of the game, he went up and actually made that tackle, but he took a bump.
Yeah.
He took a bump from Montgomery, and I thought he went. In that point, he was like, "Oh no,
You know what, though?
I need to make better business decisions."
He was already tackling a lot last game,
I
man.
think
He did not want to tackle.
But he's a cover.
coach
He's a
lost
cover
the team.
corner, man. He ain't never really
Coach
been no
lost the team.
tackler though.
I think they done. Like I done seen him make better effort in making tackles, man.
Who?
Now, Diggs, but I think the coaches lost the team.
Look
I
at
don't
the
think-
effort. Look at the
I don't
effort.
think they
Look at
believe
the
it.
I can't
effort.
say that
They're
they
not
just did
fighting.
it against Pittsburgh.
I agree
though.
with that, Steve.
What is
They-
Pittsburgh? Like,
I mean, but they was flying and still attack.
you
They
know why
they
though?
was not
Pittsburgh.
playing like that.
You know why? We ran the ball. We played a little different, but Pittsburgh's O line is young and they terrible.
Yeah.
They O line
Yeah.
is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how you say when things are bad, you always got the Giants coming up? That was the same thing in the same case. We were better than Pittsburgh. They just have a better record than us. They weren't better than us. They were just playing better. And when those two teams came together and you seen which one heads up, we were able to make the play at the end of the game to show that we're just a step better than they are.
I was ready to
But
say,
that
man,
win,
don't dress it up like
just
we
a
did.
step. You know what I mean? Like, if it's
Fourth
even
down, no time left better.
51-49, you know what I mean? 51-49.
Walk off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't that much of a difference. Is that we just made the play at the end of the game that they didn't make, but we're not that much better than
And we
them.
didn't do what we did in that game as well, though. Like,
For
we
real.
didn't run the ball.
Zeke,
Like,
why was Zeke running the
got
ball?
the
Why was Zeke
Man,
running
keep
the
him
ball?
off the.
8 carries,
come on,
17
man.
yards.
Come on,
Zeke.
man.
But even so, though, I ain't even tripping on that.
But I am.
If you gonna do it,
I am.
the ball, though. You don't even
look,
give him the opportunities for real. Like, he barely ran the
Man,
ball.
get his ass up out of there.
I'm tripping on
That's
that.
stand corrected.
I'm
about
tripping
Zeke
on
is
that.
just-
I wasn't even gonna bring it up, man. I ain't even gonna bring that up. I'm gonna leave that one to go.
Rico legitly had a decent game last week.
Right.
And for the first 2 or 3 series, you got Zeke in. What are you doing?
Man, 'cause
What
he
are you
complained.
doing?
What are you
'Cause he
doing?
complained,
And
man.
that's what I
What
was getting
are
ready
you
to say.
doing?
That's what I was about to say. That was what I was going to bring up. When you complain in this league, when you complain and whine in this league,
And that's my thing.
they
like,
feed you. Like Romeo Dobbs, complained, whine, missed practice, got suspended, came back, and they feeding him. You complain in this league and whine,
They about that money, man. They just want.
we'll feed it to you. No reason in the hell
And,
why
and,
Zeke should have been in those first 2 series with the week that Rico had last week. No way possible.
and that's just another form of softness that you're talking about. Like,
Yes.
if Zeke can come in here and complain and all that and get out on the field because he was crying, man, you soft as a coach,
Yes.
man. You don't need to be here.
Whoa, soft as an owner.
As an
Yeah,
owner,
that's why I'm
that's
like-
he
over-
went to the owner or
That's
did he go
that's
to the
what,
coach?
That's what I wonder. That's what I was going to say.
over
Is
McCarthy.
that because, I brought back in Zeke, so if it whine, give Zeke some. I need Zeke to get some touches. Is it that type of thing?
They all talk up there, man.
And then,
They all
and then my thing with Zeke, man, that I just want to say to you, look, man, you're a Cowboy. We appreciate you as Cowboy fans, man. So, we ain't looking at it like, man, Zeke need to do this or do that, man. I think as a professional, you should recognize and be accountable for what state you're in the part of your career, man, and accept the role, man. Accept the role, man. Be leadership in the locker room. Help the young guys out. Like, why are you having an ego about not playing? You're not good enough now. It's time to pass the torch.
Yeah.
And
Zeke.
Big Boy on a 1-year contract. Big Boy
Well,
said,
I think
I need
it was.
I need some motion.
it
I need
was-
some motion
it
out
was-
here.
It was
I'm
pretty-
with you.
It was pretty
Retire
much.
as a Cowboy.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and it was pretty much from his aspect, why you all bring me here if you're not going to use me. So he I guess thinks that he can help somebody else.
Well, we should have let him go.
And that's what I mean. Like
him and your boy.
He wants to play. I don't know if they guarantee.
Well, send them together. Put them in the package.
At least
put them in the package. But at the same time,
at least we saw Zeke. Put Zeke down, bring Cook up, see what he give you.
I'm with you.
I mean,
I'm with that.
Can't
be no worse.
Can't
be no worse. Bring him in.
His team.
But Ron Rico, shit.
I agree.
This team don't need the type of leader that Dak is. They love Dak. They appreciate Dak, but don't nobody hate Dak. Ain't nobody pushing Dak. Ain't nobody, this is not the type of leader we need on this team, man. It's just not going to fit. Like, nobody's being held accountable.
What about the team period, dog? They all buddy to me.
Yeah,
ain't nobody, won't nobody, tell them what they need to hear.
Right.
It's like everybody stems away from doing that, and that makes you soft too.
Yeah, and it's hard, man, to keep a team focused when their coach is on a 1-year contract. There's nothing right there to keep you fighting for him. Like, something gonna change in a minute. Like, this season's washed up. Jerry talking about we in a soft rebuild. Like, they're tuning in, they're tapping in, and they see what's going on.
I knew it.
They feel like why are we playing hard, man? If people hit us in the mouth, I ain't ready to fight like Diggs. I just seen him get there and try to make a little tackle. He ain't the best tackler, but I've seen him get way more effort than what he's done. He don't want to get out there and throw his body in the way after injury.
Yeah.
And this coach ain't even going to be the guys next year. Like,
right.
Man, I already got my money. I'm waiting on the next guy who's going to be hurt. So
do your job, man.
So what was y'all more?
But do your job.
Which Mike was y'all more disappointed in?
Who?
Which Mike? Which Mike was y'all most disappointed in between
McCarthy?
Take your pick.
You could. We was out. Our top 4 pass rushers was out. The starting linebacker was out. The original secondary was out.
We didn't say that.
All facts.
We didn't say that about Pittsburgh.
But in the same
talked about how they stepped up.
In the same sense, that still might not be an excuse. It might not be a reason, or you could call it an excuse, but that's still a reason why you didn't have all your guns. Pittsburgh, Detroit beat the brakes off Pittsburgh.
No, they won't.
You're alive if you don't believe that, bro.
They might, but I'm gonna
put
tell you.
Put them on some turf in the
saying,
grass. Put them on that turf. They're gonna run Pittsburgh ragged, man.
They might.
We would have ran Pittsburgh ragged.
I'm telling you,
if we wouldn't have turned it over and kicked field goals.
They might, but Tomlin don't get kicked in his teeth. They might, but Tomlin don't get kicked in his teeth.
Man, put Tomlin in Detroit.
I don't care how bad that team is. You've never seen Tomlin get kicked in his teeth.
Put him in Detroit.
I don't care how bad
and you ain't seen Tomlin play without 4 starters on defense.
Have you ever seen Tomlin get kicked in his teeth? You have never seen him without
4 starters on defense.
Somebody answer my question. Have you ever seen Tomlin get kicked in his teeth?
I don't pay close attention to him. No.
Have you ever seen Tomlin get kicked in his teeth?
Still ain't seen him without 4 starters on D. So with all that missing on them pieces, it gotta fall to McCarthy.
So you blame
going into it for me.
No. I'm saying.
So going into it for me, I told you it was gonna be a shootout. I had 40 to 30 something because I knew it was gonna have to be a shootout. We wasn't going to stop them.
Me too.
We wasn't going to stop them. There was no way we was going to stop them. The only way we could have beat them was to put up points.
But
if we're not so Mike McCarthy need to put up points. Yeah. It's not about the defense.
That's true.
Even Foley and Chach, we was never going to stop them.
I said in the pregame we couldn't outscore them. I told you in the pregame we couldn't win a shootout.
But I told you that we needed to have points.
We don't have the talent to run a shootout.
You don't have the talent to stop them. How you going to stop them?
We don't have the talent to run the shootout.
So what?
We don't have a talent to run the shootout. We got a wide receiver, a tight end. We got Tito and a bunch of Jermaine and Michaels. We don't have enough talent to run the shootout.
What do you got on defense? What do you have on defense?
Well, we was talking about how they stepped up last week.
What do you have on defense?
We was talking about how they stepped up last week.
Against Pittsburgh, what do you have on defense?
But we ain't have EK. We ain't have EK either, man. We ain't have no linebacker.
Plus, we bet on the road.
Absolutely bet on the road.
Just saying. This
We
man,
way bet on the road.
And the point I was making out with the coach, this man Tomlin's been there for how many years? He's never had a winning season, and he's had
losing season.
He's losing season. I'm sorry, and he's had some crap teams. It's coaching, it's mentality. He puts that mentality in the team. It starts with him.
Well, a quick search.
That's the issue. He don't get beat like that.
That showed that they didn't lost by 30. 5 times within the last 4 years.
Old niggas just be
They
talking.
didn't lost by 30. They didn't lost by
Just
30
be
about
talking.
5 times.
Have they been beat
just be
47?
They lost by 34. They didn't lost by 30.
I said they ain't got they keep. We got
God,
beat.
if you lose by 30, you got your teeth kicked
We got
in,
beat
bro.
47 to 9.
This can't be your
We
ass.
got beat 47 to 9. Hold on, we got beat 47 to 9.
That's murder.
Hold on, and I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you look at them teams, well, if you look at them teams, he's got defensive players. He don't have the offensive weapons that we have, man. Pittsburgh don't pay guys
16,
like we do.
they lost to
They
the
don't have
Eagles.
offensive
We don't have the
talent like
defensive
we do.
talent they got.
They lost to the Eagles by 31
We
in
got the names.
2016.
We got Long.
They lost
We
to
got
the
Parsons. They weren't
Bengals
there.
They not
beat
here.
21 by
They not.
31.
So that's
We got Blaine.
Thank
I mean,
you.
we got Diggs.
not her?
We got Diggs. But when they been there, we get kicked in the teeth anyway.
Yeah.
Because the mentality of the coach, it starts up top. They
So
have to
you-
go hard
so-
because of their coach.
So let me ask you.
So who is it? Which Mike
So
is
let-
worse? Which Mike do you blame?
Soft in free agency.
I said both. I didn't say when you said Mike Boyd, I said both.
No, you gotta pick, man.
Yeah, we said
Just-
one
Yeah,
out
it's
the
both
other.
of 'em. Mike
So
and Mike.
let me
Mike
ask
the
you
Candy.
this,
Mike and
OG.
Mike.
Well, let
Mike
me
and
ask you
Mike.
this since you picked both. Do you think
We can't give him credit last week when he's running, when everything looking good, but this
Yes,
week
you
we
do.
ain't gonna
For
not
the
give
That's
him
why
record-
you
for the
kick him.
record, I never gave him
No,
credit.
I'm
You
not gonna
tell
do
him.
that.
Yes.
We
I
give him
never gave
credit.
him credit.
We give him credit last week when it's on Pittsburgh,
I
but
didn't
we
give
ain't
him
gonna
credit.
discredit him this week, right?
I
but,
told
we-
you, man. I
but
told
we
you I had a
lost,
good win.
but we
Both of 'em.
lost, but we lost another player too, though, to injury. Kendricks. So it was another player down. So which leads to my question.
You lost Nealon.
Yeah,
Hey,
Nealon
man,
too.
hey,
So
defensive coordinator, get your top defensive guys to tackle. Your stars have to be stars, but if your top guys who's playing ain't gonna be your top guys, you ain't got a shot. Get your top guys to produce. Get your top guys
top
to earn their
guys
money.
wasn't there.
You got Diggs. Tell him make
Man,
a tackle,
he's
man.
not gonna-
Tell him step up and make a tackle.
Is that what you expected?
Stop, man.
Is that what you want?
Hey, man,
Is that what you think
as,
gonna
as-
happen?
As a coach, if I
Is
see
that
my
what you
guy,
think gonna
if
happen?
as a coach, if I see my guys
Deion-
out there not giving effort, I'ma check their effort. Yes, sir.
man,
And then
Deion didn't like the time.
But you can't sub them out.
I'm gonna check their effort.
But you
then
can't
what?
sub them
I'm
out.
gonna check their effort.
Ain't
And
nobody
then what?
working
It's
hard.
what-
Ain't
Hey,
nobody
man.
working
And then
hard
what?
on
Check
a
the hearts
1-year
of men.
deal, man.
And then what?
Well,
What's your next
hey,
one? After
hey.
you check it and you see it ain't no heart there, then
If
what
we
you gonna
get
do?
busted up, come on over here. Sit over here with me.
You
get
can't do
busted
that
up
right
So
now.
do
anyway.
you
We can't do
believe
that
the
right now.
Why
score?
not?
Do you
busted
believe
up,
the
you get busted
score?
up anyway. Next man gonna
but
leave.
now
You
you
ain't
gonna-
playing.
Do
Go
you
play.
believe-
Go play.
Do you
that's
believe-
That's why you let these overpaid people control your league and whine and get balls the next day because you don't want to do that.
Man.
Exactly what happened.
So do you believe the
he said-
score
if
would
he
have
said
still
Diggs
been
down, Jerry Jones
47 to
would've been on that
9?
sideline so quick.
Excuse
Do
me.
you believe the score would have been 47 to 9 with our starters all healthy in that game?
We'd have probably got busted up. We've seen it happen before.
The score probably
We've
is
seen it happen
14.
before. We saw it.
40,
We've seen it happen with them all out there, man.
Yeah,
I mean, we've
they
seen
still
it
got
happen.
burgers.
We've seen it happen.
They still got
We've
burgers.
seen it happen with them all out there. It's not
Yeah.
like now that they heard us.
Yeah, they
We've
still
seen
getting
it
burgers.
happen with them all out
Yeah,
there.
it's just mentality. That's all.
Mentality, man.
You know, it's
And
hard. It's
that's
hard to
why
play for
we
a
needed to
1-year
score,
deal,
because-
man.
They were still getting burgers regardless if all our people was there or not. They was getting.
that's
They was
mentality.
coming
So
up.
our last 4 losses at home, they all dropped burgers on us, ain't they? Start back with Green Bay. Everybody dropped burgers on us.
I know.
Not Baltimore.
didn't. I know-
Baltimore's the
Yeah.
only one who didn't drop burgers on us.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I'll be honest, man. They could have got some wings on us
Yeah,
for
but
real.
they
They could have
really
got
wanted to. They
wings
gave up,
yesterday if
yeah.
they wanted
yeah,
to.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
could have.
They
coulda.
almost got a
Yeah.
spicy
with the dirty
ending.
rice.
Yeah,
with the
Almost
dirty
got a
rice.
really piece spicy.
Plus they wanted the old lineman to score bad too.
They was trying to
boy.
get that back.
Hey, for that little pit.
Yeah.
Disrespectful,
yeah.
dog,
Yeah.
but, you know,
Yeah.
No
Disrespect.
respect. That's the like total football disrespect, man. You run hooking laterals with linemen, bro. Like
Stop
they
it.
looking at Jerry
Stop.
on his birthday, like, then check your
It's your
shot.
fault.
Right.
Show fault. That's what I'm saying the whole time, Jerry. Show fault on your birthday.
Hey,
Your
man,
fault.
you know what I'm
Happy
saying?
birthday.
Enjoy
Blow your
it.
candle out.
Blew us out in his candles.
You and
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, blew us out in his candles.
all
for
y'all,
the same
man,
motion.
all the Joneses, all y'all up there in that office eating and drinking Cowboy Readers and doing whatever y'all doing and building this ragged ass race course. Y'all won't join up and worry about the wrong shit, man. Y'all messing up the cash cow, man.
That's the only way. That's the only way things are gonna change.
That ain't gonna
You know,
happen,
it's
bro.
funny because we talk bad
ain't gonna
about
happen,
John.
bro.
We
It's
talk bad
not.
about John wanting to boycott. You
See
know,
him
we
cook.
know it's not. It's
see a
a
change
catch-22 for a double-edged sword for us because as hard
said
as big
wanted
as
to?
fans
I'm
as we
doing it.
are, we know we're not going to really boycott. But that's the only thing that's really gonna make a difference.
Thing is, that we boys.
They were booing.
Wait, no, the only
They
way-
were
the only
booing.
way-
OG been
What I'm
doing
saying-
it.
No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
we talk about John. We talk about John. He's
But
been
you
doing
gotta
it.
think, it's home
And we were
crowd,
booing
man.
in the crowd.
It's home crowd.
The
We
home
need to
crowd.
boo.
This is corporate shit. Ain't nothing the fans can do. The corporate's locked in. They in there on contract. They are selling the stadium out on a regular, bro.
I know, but it's the only way. It's
You got
bags on
these-
the
y'all
head. Stop
You
talking
got
to
these,
fans.
you got these cats
We gotta
like
make them lose money.
You got
Everybody
these
that's gonna be
cats
on
like
TV, that's
you got these
boycotting,
cats like
they
Slick though. He
endorse,
said
you know what I'm
whenever
saying?
something new come out, he
they're-
gonna jump right on top of it.
They're not even really
Flesh is
playing
weak.
for the Cowboys.
The flesh is weak.
Yeah.
But I, as a fan, we're all sitting here and we blame Jerry and we know it's his fault that we're not winning.
Man, stop the money, man.
But as a businessman, Jerry is succeeding. He is winning.
that's
And
why-
so it's for
you know what,
Jerry and
that's
everybody around him and these bonuses he's giving out. Man, the only people that care about them losing is us.
That's
Look,
it.
the
Let
players
that-
is getting
Man,
paid.
the AT&T Stadium
is-
Instagram page posted the attendance after the game and blurred out the score.
Yeah, man, they thumping.
But think about this,
business
though.
wise, Jerry
So
is
it's crazy.
booming. Business is
Jerry-
good.
If we get look, if there's any chance,
The only person that's they don't care. They we sitting here looking at the score. They did like he said, looked at the attendance, look at how much sales they got, the merch in the stores. Ah man, business is good. Successful day. High five. We'll try it again next time.
Look
Happy
at it
birthday,
again, Steven.
Happy
Right.
birthday.
Yeah, but look
at it.
Right.
How much money did I make on my birthday?
if you can get that stadium attendance, if we can get it down to 70,
It's
60,
not.
70, if there's any way possible, Jerry will fill it. If the jerseys stop moving,
Other
Jerry will
teams
fill
are
it.
gonna other fans are gonna
Yeah,
purchase
but-
those tickets.
I mean, you look at so look at Detroit. They were in football purgatory for a long time. The fans
long
stopped the money
time.
for a long time, and then
Dan
eventually it got to
Campbell.
be too much, and you had to make changes. And now you look.
No, they.
where-
I'll go ahead. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
you look at where they're at. They've made changes. If we start showing up and being an embarrassment, like the team is an embarrassment, but the fans aren't. If it makes sense. So as many crying fans as you see, which I'm not gonna get into the old story of my co-host talking about fans crying and quarterbacks making fans cry. Our fans are crying weekly at this point. Little kids is going nuts right now, growing up seeing these Cowboys getting beat as bad as this is.
Let me ask you a question, Terry.
I feel that same hatred should be had for that quarterback too, but I'm not gonna say that. But my thing is that if we stop the money, shit will change.
But let me
It would
ask you
happen.
let me
Not
ask you
gonna
a question.
But we are the ones buying the tickets.
Let me
we
ask
buy
you
the
let me
jerseys.
ask you a
Not
question.
gonna happen.
Have you, Steve-O, Slick, and Dre, have any of you bought new Cowboy attire?
Not this year.
Yes.
No.
Not this year.
Yes.
No, I had a gift though.
Yes.
I had a gift.
Now, I had a gift as well, but
Yes.
We got a lot of gifts
no,
going
I had a
on
gift
here.
as well.
A lot of gifts going on over here.
Because I told people that I'm boycotting them, and everybody knows that's my team. If you want to do something, you can do that, but I'm not spending my money.
But you talking about the Detroit was in purgatory and now they made a change. They was trying to get out of purgatory for years. They kept making changes. They
Right.
kept making changes.
Until they're here.
Yeah.
You have to suck real bad
What
to
have we
get
not
some
been
of these
doing?
players that they got.
But what have we
The
not-
same way with,
Have we been not? Are we
Facts.
for instance, Washington with Jaden Daniels. To get him, you have to be trash.
How did we
To get you a Burrows, you have to be trash.
gotta make
We
trades?
haven't been that trash.
Or you can make,
You can make
Are you
trades,
gonna-
or you can make
we ain't got-
trades.
We ain't
or-
doing that, bro. We only going
So
through
how
this
did we
draft.
get-
So are you
Zeke?
looking?
My
So
thing
are
with
you?
these-
Zeke was
my
Zeke
thing-
wasn't that was a 5?
My thing
4?
with Detroit-
And then Michael was a 11?
13,
Michael was a 13, 11? Yeah. So
Yeah.
we haven't been, historically,
We
you say we
moved
have
up
to suck, we
though,
have
moved
sucked.
down.
but we've sucked to a point to where it's just good enough to screw us out of something good.
But my thing with
Go ahead and tank
Detroit,
it out. Why is it 1 year, you're okay with that 27 and 25 and 22s? You're not going to make, and we're not going to make any trades to move up in the draft.
We're not making no trades for nothing.
We're never going to do that. We're never going to trade any of those players. Yeah, so every year, we're good enough to screw us out of a good pick. To where you miss enough, and then stay in the middle of the pack. The player that we want is not there at 20 and 21. We fall back to 26, 25. You know what I mean? Because it's like, hey, who we wanted wasn't there, but you knew he wasn't going to be there. So you're continually screwing yourself out every year because you want to be good enough to keep butts in the seats.
Yes.
But at this point, if butts aren't in the seats and we can get a top 10 draft pick, if the money starts going, Jerry will make changes if the money don't move.
So are you already looking into mocks and tanking the season?
I mean, me personally, I say, do what we got to do to put a quarterback behind Dak for 2-3 years. That's the way I feel because we know Dak's not the answer. We know Dak is not the answer at this point. $60 million man, as of what I'm seeing now after this contract, he's not the long-term answer at all. I don't want to see it for another 4 years.
So you won't put none of that blame.
I knew that before, but I thought it might get better or at least hold form.
So you don't put none of the blame on him being on his back foot all day yesterday from the O-line being pushed around?
No, because other quarterbacks everybody ain't got great offensive lines. You're mobile. Make quick decisions.
He hasn't been mobile this year,
We've seen quarterbacks be good, get the ball out there. You got to do better, man. You got $60 million, bro. You get $60 million a year. Do better. I don't care if you're on your back foot. You know you're going to be on your back foot. You practice with these guys. You know you're going to be on your back foot.
So when you're on your back foot, you ain't getting everything out of a throw.
Okay, so check. That's on your offensive coordinator. Put it to where, get the ball. Last year it was 3-step drops. The text coach, it was 3-step drops. Get the ball in his hand. Boom. Made it quick. When we were having the ball get out of his hands fast, Dak had more success. When you let him sit back.
The line was better last year.
The line was better last year, but it's not horrible now. Dak holds the ball a long time. He holds the ball a lot. This line is not horrible, man. He holds the ball a lot. He reads and reads and reads, man, instead of acting on instinct a lot of times. Let the ball go, bro. You got to let the ball go, man.
A lot of times he was watching, I'm like, damn, he was late.
He was late.
Tom Brady was like, well, he's late there.
He's like, yeah. I mean, it was 182.
Well, he's been like that, though. He's always been like that. He can't throw you open. He has to see you open and throw. He's not.
Tight windows.
Yeah.
You got to coach to his strengths, man. And any good coach would do that.
Yeah.
But
we haven't had one.
See that's the whole thing with Detroit. We're talking about the players that they got and when they got them in the draft, but it was all on that coach. They got that coach in. Then they got the trade for golf, and then they start getting little pieces together. But he puts that mentality.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
You got to give somebody a
He's a
ring,
dog.
man, to let him do that thing.
He's a dog.
That's
what
all.
it is.
That's all.
That's saying a whole lot. That's saying a whole.
What was Aiden Hutchinson? The second pick?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm not
Montgomery
saying
was
you're
top 10.
I'm not saying you're not getting.
Montgomery came from Chicago, didn't he?
We're not getting who?
But
Montgomery came from Chicago, didn't he?
Not Montgomery. I meant Gibbs.
But that's why I was saying Montgomery was a trade from Chicago. Golf was on the trade. It was other ways they work talent.
And where was
You have
Amon-Ra?
to work that talent other ways like he does.
Amon-Ra,
You know what I'm saying? Like he does.
That offensive line's stupid. Ragnow and Panay.
Yeah,
dog.
Well,
Like,
you got Panay early.
got Panay
That's a
early.
lot of bum seasons to get a Panay, to get a Hutchinson.
They went through. They got some good guys in the draft, yes, but they made some trades and did some
But
things
they
to get some
also
other
made
guys.
an NFC Championship game before we have. Which is crazy, though. All of those. There were only a few amount of teams who hadn't played in an NFC Championship game in like 24 years. They went through all of those seasons, and why are they able to do something in that time of having 5 or 6 terrible
But they don't
seasons?
got 5 Super Bowls. So.
They trophy cases.
That's what
butt
makes it worse
naked.
on us. But that's what makes it worse on us because we have that expectation.
Yeah.
We had that This ain't supposed to be Cowboy football. Detroit's not supposed to make it to an NFC Championship before the Dallas Cowboys are. It's not. With those 5 championships, you can't tell me that. But they have. They went through that, and they have. So our expectation is much higher than theirs. Rams.
Absolutely.
Much higher than theirs. That's why we feel.
Well, that's
the way
our
we feel
fault.
Right now.
We shouldn't have our expectations up high.
The expectation is on the '90s Cowboys and
the
the ones
yeah,
before them.
yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
grew up on. Everybody up
Yeah.
here was able to see those
Yeah.
teams, so
Yeah.
we know what it's supposed to look like.
But our
you can't tell me
we
with
need
the
to lower
13-3
our expectations.
No, yeah,
We're coming in the preseason talking about 17-0 and 12-5 and
I'm a Cowboy fan.
not you. I'm just saying period. 11-6. We're saying all these winning records and that's us. That's on us.
So,
But I think we just count. I think we just count that. We ain't expecting that in the playoffs, though. I don't.
Expect
because you have
that
enough
type
footage.
of
You have
action
enough
in the
facts.
playoffs.
You have
what-
enough facts.
Okay.
You have enough
I
facts
think-
where you know not to.
I
do
think
it.
what it
Because
is-
he's supposed to cheer
I think
and
what it
win.
is-
Everybody else does.
Correct.
But
I think
like,
what it is a lot. It's a lot just
you
like
know, playoff
drafting.
time is maybe.
It's a
But
lot.
we
just-
gonna cheer regardless.
It's a lot like drafting. You know, you drafting on what you think the potential talent is.
Mm-hmm.
We picking these records on what we see on paper that we think our potential
Nah,
talent
we picking
is.
with heart.
Well, no.
If we was picking
look,
on what we thought our record was at the end of the season at the Green Bay loss, we should have said we was
No.
going 9-8.
Well, no, I'm talking about when you
8-9. That's
when
what
you talking
we're
about-
picking on heart and our feelings and emotions.
No.
We in there talking about we're gonna beat Green Bay. I mean, we're gonna beat Detroit because they ain't beat us. We're gonna beat Washington easy like Sunday. Man, they got thumping people,
But-
man.
but that's-
No,
that's-
no,
well,
you
for the
going on some
record,
old
though,
stuff,
for
man.
the record, we ain't picked
yeah.
it. We
I'm going on- I'm
we
going
picked
on-
it as a loss in the
No,
preseason,
you ain't
Rick.
Detroit?
No, you ain't. No.
I knew. I
You
wasn't even gonna bring it up.
You ain't really hearing me, man. You ain't really hearing me.
What you saying, man?
What I'm saying, bro? You ain't listening, man.
Let me listen to the OG.
What my point is.
What's wrong with you youngers? Y'all don't listen to the OGs.
Yeah,
Let me
y'all
tune
don't
in.
listen, man. Y'all don't listen.
All right, listen to your elders.
My point with that is we don't the coaching aspect of it. But when you look at our team, we got D-Law, we got Parsons, we got Diggs, we got Bland, we got. I mean, when you look at that, that's talent, man. Come on, man. You look at the line with Guyton and BB, and you think of
They
Donald.
not good right now, man.
Well, I'm just saying, we talking about preseason when we picking these scores. That's what we were talking about when we picking what our records are. That's not me going on hard.
Preseason,
That's me looking on.
my preseason, I had concerns with offensive line.
But-
I didn't know
but
BB and Guyton was going to
picking-
step out like that.
Me picking 12-5 or 11-5, whatever, was based off me looking at the names and the talent that we really have on defense, personnel-wise. They
Them
just
is the
don't
same
play
cats
like
that got 4. They put on them in the playoffs.
This is
But
true,
Lou gonna be rushing,
but
we lost Sam
but
Williams,
we
though.
but we don't look and see
yeah.
we don't look
Yeah,
and
that
see
was
our
big.
That's
team.
big. I didn't think about that.
We don't look at our team and be like, we don't
Yeah.
have no talent on the defense when everybody's healthy.
No, we got talent.
That's
got
all I'm
talent. We
got
saying.
talent.
We
And
got
I
talent. We
pick
don't have mentality.
and I pick our wins and losses based on our schedule, what I think our talent level is on the field on paper.
Now,
when they get out and
I
play like
second
that,
you.
it's totally different.
I second you because of the talent, and I thought our defense was trash because DQ, and we was soft, and we was little, and we was getting pushed around and beat up. So I'm thinking that now that we got in somebody else, and we got bigger. Now we got Kendrick, we got linebackers,
Everybody's
real
in their place.
linebackers.
Everybody's in their place.
We're gonna have Bland on this side. We're gonna have Diggs on. We're gonna have Lockdown.
Everybody's in their place.
If you throw the ball, it's getting
That's
picked.
what they feed us.
If you throw the ball, it's getting picked. I'm thinking the safeties
That's
is down. Safeties is what we got.
That's my
The defense that I was imagining with these players ain't better than the defense
That
from
we
last
had
year.
last
Them
year.
same players.
and that's what I'm saying. And
Because
that's what
last year was at least getting takeaways.
Correct.
correct. And I agree with you.
This defense is not
I
doing
agree.
that at all.
But before I'm looking at the paper and oh man, we got. But then when you see them out there, it doesn't translate. I mean, you see it. I mean, we see it.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
mean
the
from
reason
everybody,
for my 12
from the
and 5 or
game
whatever.
record to his robbing to the corners. Man,
All the Tito's and Jermaine's. Right.
Right. They hero ball. You know, everybody's playing for themselves. You know.
So in 2018, it's a lot of talk about 2018. I think it came out of where Dak was like they were 3-4 going into the bye week in 2018, and then Jerry made that trade to bring in Amari Cooper.
bring them back.
Do you think we're one player away on the offense for it to have that same kind of impact as it did in 2018?
No.
If you bring Amari?
No,
No.
I can't dig it.
and I say that because we're giving up 28 points per game on defense. That ranks 30th. We're at 62.3 total QBR on defense. That's 27th. 73.7 RD touchdown percentage. That ranks 30th. 143.2 yards rushing a game. That's 25th. 27.7% run stop with win rate. That's 30th.
Okay, so we have to outscore people.
Man, you need to.
These players don't believe.
You got to get some defense out there, man. Well, you can't outscore everybody. You can outscore some teams, but you're gonna have to get that defense sold up.
We really used to be able to outscore. I mean, we was the same defense the last few years. We just get bumped.
We was getting takeaways.
We just get thumped in the playoffs to a
No,
team.
we was getting takeaways. We was leading the league in turnovers for the last few years. So even though we was low in all these, we was getting that ball
I'm just
and
saying,
going.
we was still low.
We're not doing that
We
now.
was still low all in. We was doing the turnover.
Right now we underlay.
It's kind of like one of the Romo. It's like the old school Romo teams. He had to put up points.
And that's what, helped out with the secondary getting picks. We was forcing the ball out. Now teams are having a lot of time. Quarterbacks having a lot of time throwing the ball so they can, you can't cover that long.
You can't.
Hell
You
nah.
gotta get a little pressure.
Not in the NFL.
Zimmer's not
but
dialing
at the
up
same
enough
time,
pressure on his team, on his defense.
Yesterday, not all of them was a lot of pressure. A lot of them was wins off the get-go, off the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely lost the trenches.
Time to, to get that ball out and wait for his guys to get open.
This team looks like 22 players doing what the hell they want to do. It
Yeah.
don't look like the Cowboys. It just looks like 22 players out there on the field, man, just out there doing what the hell they want to do. Like,
running into each other,
missing tackles, arm tackles. I see so much. Okay, so the one play that Montgomery got loose on us when he called, I think it was Montgomery if I'm right, he got loose and ran through like 5 tackles and was able to stay on his feet.
Yeah, it was
when you watch Trayvon move out the way, everybody stopped assuming he was down. And that was like an indicator of what the mentality. Nobody seen the play through.
Right.
You know what I mean? They were throwing shoulders and hitting him. Montgomery's still up on his feet and got an extra 5 to 6 yards out the back of
that.
That was a
and
D
then somebody
lineman.
wasn't looking.
That was a D lineman hit him with that
It was
shoulder.
like 5 people. It was like 5
Yeah.
people through there.
And
They didn't finish the play.
And what you saying is right, and it's translating on the offense because you got CeeDee Lamb. Every time somebody touch your shoulder pad, bro, you want to
cry.
stop the play and look for the flag.
Yeah.
That's soft shit.
Yeah.
Soft,
You know what I'm saying? And that
Yeah.
just comes from your coaching. It comes from the mentality. It comes from the way y'all practicing. Y'all ain't just have that one bad practice last week or 2 ago. Y'all have a lot of bad practice. Y'all had a bad camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of money talk. You're there, but you're throwing it to whoever. You're worrying about your money too, even though you're showing up looking like you're professional. You're doing this.
You
doing
got
that.
defense.
Yeah.
It ain't even just all on you. It's the owner. Like, they should have been in play.
Tackle.
Yeah, but they're not down in. Nobody cares, bro.
But make that make sense.
The owner doesn't care.
Make that make sense. I got
Nobody
defensive guys who don't want to tackle.
They're rich and happy. That's the way I look at it. They're rich and
Mike
happy.
McCarthy.
Make that make sense though.
Mike McCarthy's there. He don't really know what he's doing. He don't really know. He's kind of slow. He's not really there. He talk good game to an old man who don't know nothing.
Well,
And he got the job.
how ironic is that? You got defenders who don't want to tackle.
I mean, they don't believe. Nobody believes in what's going on at shows. They're not. They believe that only thing they believe is that they was part of the Triplets legacy. And
But
that's
you,
because
but
of the
you
fan
have,
base.
but do you have no pride?
They act like that.
Do you have no pride
they got
in yourself?
money. They care about money.
But-
These
but-
are not competitors.
I get
These are
it,
checkers.
but you have no pride
These are
in
check
getting
guys,
rolled.
man. They check babies, man.
You
They
have no
trust
pride
fund
in
babies,
yourself.
man. They
Fashion.
don't care about competing. They ain't got that in them.
They care
Because I'm
more
sitting there
about how they
watching-
walk up on the camera on game day.
Man, I got a problem with that, bro. Like, players is popping up on. I'm like, why are y'all doing shit
But
y'all know ain't working?
That's why you get.
Why are you a professional doing shit on the field that you know that doesn't work?
Right.
Like, why are you doing it? You're a quarterback. At some
Why do you
point, you
keep
got to
turning
take
it
the
over
reins
in
of
the
the
red
offense,
zone?
bro.
God.
You're not. You wouldn't be the first quarterback to take the reins of an offense. Like, why are you not doing that? If you're supposed to be this guy, you got to understand how offense works. You don't understand how offense works.
He called plays in the preseason game. He understands how offense works. He just ain't got the
And he be
in
trying
him
to
take
check
it.
out of shit all the time
but
to
like,
get
what
them
He just ain't
nerve.
got the to take over.
Like, he ain't got
Yeah.
the mind though. Like,
Yeah,
you're not
that's
even
what I mean,
smart
yeah.
enough. Like, I don't even put the heart in it. You're not even smart enough. Like, some people ain't got heart, but they know I put people around them to make it look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I might be at bagging. I know how to orchestrate some shit. I might not be the best, but I'm a leader.
You gotta
I'm a
stop
good
throwing
leader
that
because I know
ball
I put
away
people
in the
position
red
to
zone,
succeed.
man. Stop.
No, this team is rich.
Stop
but
turning over in the red zone.
I don't want a quarterback.
this
I
is
don't
not
like a
like-
quarterback
okay,
who
so
doesn't know how to run a team, bro.
Hey,
Like,
you said something last week though. You said we'll be fine as long as Mike McCarthy don't revert back to his old self. Do you feel that he reverted back to his old self, or did Detroit
He never left.
give him made the choice for him? Did they jump out on us to where we just had to throw the ball?
McCarthy's kind of slow. He went back to what he know.
Yeah, well,
Just throw it. Like, it's
they-
not
they-
really him being physical, run team, and making people. If he want to be flashy and all of that,
They did somewhat
he's
jump
a
out
chubby,
on
pretty
us.
boy. He ain't with it.
They did somewhat jump out on us, but yeah, Mike.
They
'Cause
didn't jump
why-
out on
I
us.
mean,
They were
well,
consistent.
but
They
yeah, Mike. But
consistently
why?
whooped
But
our
why?
ass.
But
They
why?
They
Why
scored
jump
for
out?
like
It was a
35
continuation.
times. They
It was
touched
a
that rock.
continuation.
Why you
That
got
wasn't a
Zeke?
jump
Why you
out.
got Zeke out there?
Well, no jump out. It was a
I mean,
pass.
that's
Yeah,
why.
it's all
Yeah, that's
shit.
what I'm saying. Why you got Zeke?
Because we didn't discuss that, man.
Yeah,
He went to Jared.
that's,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like we were talking about, did he have to throw the ball? Well, yeah, he had to, because he's out there giving these balls to Zeke and literally not getting 2 yards.
No. It ain't no problem with giving the ball to Zeke. Give
Yes,
Zeke
it
a
is.
better opportunity.
no,
because look,
Yeah.
man, listen
Yes,
to
it
this.
is.
Dog, quit handing the
Hold
ball
on,
off after shotgun. That's the weakest shit ever, bro. That pisses me off.
And quit running. And quit running.
Shotgun, and they do this. Bro, what is that, bro?
Some
Come
weak-
on, man. Real talk.
some weak-
Like, this ain't just schematic
nuts.
shit, bro. That's
Go
dumb
nuts.
shit.
Go
Why the
nuts.
fuck are you doing that, bro? Like, that's the dumbest. They don't even
But,
fucking do that in
but we got a
P-League,
man.
bro.
We got a man.
It's a
Hold on.
terrible
Don't stop
way
it.
to
Let him
run
go.
the
Go.
fucking ball.
But we got a man.
This is deeper than Nino Brown.
Oh, but we got.
They try to bring us
But we got.
my brothers keep
Hey man, but we got a team.
I knock all this shit out.
Hey, especially on first down, man. Especially on first
Hey,
down.
but
I
check
don't want to
this, though.
see Zeke running
No,
on
but
first
check
down.
this. Check 1, 2.
For real, man.
Check
Why
1, 2.
not, though?
Check
I
1.
don't.
Because he's averaging 1.2 yards a carry.
Hey man,
Because you
check.
gotta, it's because you gotta.
He's barely getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Check 1, 2,
Man,
Steve.
running to the line and falling.
Check 1,
Right.
2, Steve.
Get your
Last
ass
week,
up on the
last
sideline,
week we had
man.
a man
Get Rico out there and run the ball.
4.4 yards a carry on a team who only allowed 80 yards a
Hey,
game.
Rico had 5 yards a carry on
Why
5
are we
carries.
not- my point is,
Why we not
why
doing
are
that
we
again?
playing Zeke the first 2 series
Man
and
had
Rico's
5
not out
carries
there?
for
That's all I'm
25
saying.
yards.
I'm not tripping about playing Zeke. I'm tripping about
5 a
why
pop.
is not Rico starting to get in the ball from these
Thank
first
you,
two
dog.
Averaging 5 yards a carry yesterday.
Yeah.
Why is he not in the game? Why is he not starting the game getting
Because
reps
he ain't complain.
instantly?
There's so much things.
That's all I'm saying.
There's so
I
much-
ain't
Ain't
tripping
nobody
about
got the
Zeke.
Rico jerseys.
Why-
They got 21 jerseys, man.
And by the time,
Man.
That's for the
hold on.
franchise,
and
man.
by the time
Yeah.
Zeke
He's going in the
played
ring.
them 3 series, we were down what? 21-3. And by the time we got the throw down,
Yeah, at that time you gotta throw.
This is not
I'm
like
sick of that.
Baby
All
boy,
in
in
all-
2 weeks you gonna sit against San Fran.
So look, so Van does it. We've said
I don't even want to think about it.
This team's gonna be who we are right now. We're just really not a good football team.
So let me.
Let's just lay it on the table. We're really not a good football team right now.
That's
Let's
right.
just be
That's
honest.
right. That's true.
Not at all.
That's true.
Football
That's true.
organization.
It's really not.
Yeah.
We're just
So
just
let me
not
ask
a
you
good
this. Let me ask you this.
Organization on a whole, we're not.
Hold on,
great
hold on.
right now. It's like
So do it
football.
get changed around when the people come back?
No, we weren't bad
Okay.
before.
So
then.
let me ask y'all this.
We were bad before.
I
Then.
don't believe.
Are-
it. Show me and I
Okay,
don't
we
believe it.
understand we're a bad football team, and I'm in agreement with that. Is this team good enough? Because they are undefeated on the road, which I feel is about to change. And 0-3 at home. But are they good enough to compete for this division?
No, not
To
right
compete?
To win
Everybody competes,
to
you know?
win the division.
They'll compete because they're used to beating up on these
Well,
solid punks.
but to win a division, you have to win other games. You can't just win your division. You can beat the teams in your division, but that just makes you 8 and 9.
Okay, so
I mean, real talk.
Right
If that's
now,
all you win. I mean,
with
so
what we've seen,
It's 11
you
games
got to
left.
win other games. If you're not going to be competitive like Washington was on the road at the Ravens, if you're not going to play like that, Absolutely not.
No, so look, man,
Absolutely not.
Based on what we've seen right now,
Because they
looking
only
at the
one
team that
game
we
back.
have versus the teams in our division right now, we might got one more win in us, based on what we've seen, and that's New York. And we kind of struggle. We're not going.
tripping.
So you think that we're going to split? You think we're going to split with Washington with what we're seeing right now?
Yeah.
What would make
I
you think
think so.
that?
I
What make you
think
think
so.
that?
Washington ain't playing nobody. They only played two
Okay,
teams and lost.
I
They played
understand.
Tampa Bay and they played Baltimore and they lost both of them.
And who have we beat? and
So
who have
why?
we lost to?
Why would I say that they're gonna beat us, sweep us?
Because
Nah,
the offense
nah.
still looks better than us right now. Like that's the thing. So you said the
I
same
mean, we
thing.
can lose to them,
Going
but
into
we're
this-
used to beating. Like
We're
we
used
can
to. I
beat
mean,
up on people.
but right now,
we
with
ain't
the,
beat
but
up
the
on
team
them.
that we
I ain't
that we're
tripping
seeing
on
right
that.
now,
That
we
shit don't
didn't
even
go
make
in
or
there and
break
beat
you
up
no
on the
way.
Giants. We didn't beat up on the Giants.
They didn't either.
Okay, I understand that, but they also are moving the ball and scoring points.
They beat
We're
the
not
Giants by
moving-
3 points.
Okay, but we're still not scoring points. You have to score points, especially with the defense that we have right now. We have to score points, and we are not scoring points. That's why I think Washington will beat us.
That's true.
When I look at Philly, they struggled
You
yesterday with
think
the Giants
Washington
too. They were able to
sweep
score.
us?
That's what he said.
As of what I'm seeing right now, that this
That's
guy
what he
is
said.
right now, yes. Because you have no other proof to think they won't.
I do.
What is it? What's the proof?
That we're not getting swept.
What is the proof? You don't want it to happen. That's what I'm
What's the
saying.
proof that we
This is-
will?
so America,
I'm keep
check out.
telling you, keep
America,
saying
look,
that we got to
last
do this,
week-
and I'm telling you, they're not that.
America, hear me
They
out.
didn't beat two. They didn't play two good teams and lost both.
Hear me out, America. Okay, look, again. But they dropped. See, that's the thing. That's what you said about
Easy
Detroit.
like Sunday
Look, and that's what he said. That's what he said about Detroit last week. You feel me? He said the same thing about your ass when got punched all in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, they
last
got
week we
to,
sat there and
hey,
said,
what
I
they got to
asked
show
John.
me.
I said
They
about
got to show me
Thursday.
again.
But look, I said
And
there
if
and
they
asked
show
John.
me, I'll sit
Yes,
there
I
and
know.
give them
I said,
respect like
John.
I did Detroit. They got to show me the same
Bro,
situation.
Like, you know, you gotta. We have to humble
That's why
ourselves
I'm
eventually. We said the same thing about
easy.
Detroit, bro. And Detroit coming there and put a foot in our ass, dog. Like it just is what it is.
Easy
And it
like
wasn't a regular.
Sunday
That wasn't a
morning.
regular move. Bro, no, you can't, bro. You can't.
Okay,
You
so
can't come in with
finish
that
your
same
point, man.
confidence
So
when we all
you
agree
so
we're
you
not a
only
good football team.
feel we got one more win in us.
Against the division with the team that I'm seeing right now, yes.
So you don't think we
What I
can
see-
beat Philly?
Exactly.
Philly
I-
ain't.
As a 17
Information changes situations.
Well,
I got information right now, and it tells me this is not
That
a
means
good
I
football
don't know
team right
whether
now.
to take you
We
serious
had
or not.
three
That's all
field
that
goals
means.
last. We had 3 field goals last night at home.
Shout out Aubrey.
Where can you put any confidence into yourself or into what you say after 3 field goals at home when you came in there and got the shit smacked out of you? Where is your confidence?
No,
What can
nobody
you have confidence
nobody
right
in
now?
our division is as good as
What do you
Detroit.
have confidence? What do you hang your hat on?
Right.
After last night's win? After
Washington,
last night's loss, where do you hang
Washington
your,
hadn't smacked shit
but
out
what
of
are you
us
hanging
yet.
your hat on, John?
Well,
After
why?
last night's
Because
loss.
they hadn't smacked shit out of
But
us.
what are you hanging your hat on as a Dallas Cowboy fan?
They're still
after last-
Washington.
Look, what are you hanging your hat on as a
They're still
Dallas Cowboy
Washington.
fan, right? Now, other than that, Detroit
Well,
was still
I mean,
Detroit.
Getting
Coming into that,
players
they
back
showed you.
and
that's what
seeing
I'm
how
saying,
they
man.
Getting
match.
players back. So with those players, only player we were missing was Bland, Sam Williams.
But we
Those are
ain't
the
got
two
the.
players that
But
were
we
missing.
still we ain't got
So,
to see
D-Law,
Bland back
That
there.
same
though.
D-Law Micah
and
team was still getting
Parsons.
40 dropped on him. What are you saying? There's been no difference in the play with them in the game. We had 40 dropped on us by New Orleans. We lost them. We got 40 dropped on us again. What is the difference? There is no difference. So let's just put the facts on the table and
The teams
understand.
who we playing.
Right now, look, as much as you don't want to say it, Washington looks better than we are. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it out loud. I'll say it for you. I will say it for you.
I mean, that's-
I'm not going
Right
to
now,
say
Jaden
that.
Offensively,
Daniels is
yeah,
playing better.
defensively,
Detroit might have
they
looked
do.
better,
Jaden
but I
Daniels
didn't
is playing-
believe it. You
Jay-
can look the
look,
part, but don't mean
Jaden
you
Daniels
are the
is playing
part.
better right now than a $60 million quarterback.
Well, I mean,
He's playing better ball right now than a $60 million quarterback. Dan Quinn is
well,
coaching that team
rookie,
better than Mike McCarthy is coaching ours
the
right
rookie
now.
Dak was playing better than this
Who's
Dak.
calling?
That's the pass, bro.
No, I'm just saying though. The
Dan
rookie
Quinn
Dak was playing better than this Dak though. I'm
right
just
now,
saying.
Dan Quinn.
So you saying
You wanna drop some money down?
I'm saying right
You want
now,
to drop some money on camera
Rookie
that
Dak
down
was
sweepers?
playing better than
Do you want to drop some money on camera down sweepers?
No, I would never do that. I would never do that. But I'm realistic in saying, because I want my team to win.
Well,
I'm
I'm glad
realistic in saying
you
that
let
right
him
now,
bait you into
I don't
that.
see us beating Washington right now, bro. It is what it is. Like, you can continue to think that this team, just because they're Washington, they're going to beat us. Yeah.
Well, they got to
we're
show
gonna
me.
beat them. We're gonna,
Well,
just 'cause
they have to show me.
Okay, and Detroit showed you.
So you
So
went
hold on, let me
from.
ask you: are you saying the same thing about the Giants? Are you scared
I'm
of
saying
Jazz?
that they had the possibility to beat us.
But that's
They did have the possibility to beat us.
You said Washington's going to beat us.
I said that we might have
said-
one more victory in our division right now. We might have
So
one
that
more
means
victory.
so that means it's Jazz,
So-
right?
As of right now, it's the Giants.
Come
That's
on,
our
man.
one victory.
And you think
We
Philly
get
look
one
good?
on- we get
Philly
one
don't
on-
look that good. Washington looks better than Philly
Look,
to
I'm
me.
not hanging our hats on the other teams looking good. I'm hanging my hat on how
But
bad
that's
my
what
team
you're. But
looks.
that's what you're saying about
My
Washington.
team looks bad. I'm
That's
saying
what
that
you're
these
saying
teams
about
look better than
Washington.
us.
You're saying because Washington looks that good, they're going to beat. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying they look better than us.
So does
Right now, yes.
Philly doesn't look that good.
But they look better than us still. They scored 20 points yesterday against the
I ain't
Browns.
dropping my
They scored
name.
20 points. We
20
scored
points.
9. We scored 9.
Against the Browns?
You got, no, we
Against the
scored
Browns,
9.
We scored 33 against the Browns.
We scored
didn't.
33
So
against the
Philly,
Browns.
so is Philly better than us?
No.
It's just different
it's
games,
a 50-50
Terry. It's
right
just
now.
different games, man.
Matchups make games, but all I'm saying is that right now, out of 6 games,
Stephen Jones, I don't like no Jones.
6 games we've seen right now.
All of them are soft. They got
The grandson who played football, he's trash too.
You know what I'm saying? The players is going at it. They're out there losing fights and shit. I don't mess with the Jones. I don't like y'all in my Cowboys organization because Cowboy Nation gonna be here when y'all long gone.
Right.
And somebody else on it.
Yeah.
See, y'all ain't respecting what's going on. Y'all ain't respecting this team's culture, man, and what it was built on, man. Y'all letting the old Cowboy Nation down. And I'm gonna tell y'all that right now on your birthday, old man. Scram.
Right? Couldn't even blow out your candles.
Detroit blew it out. Detroit
Man, the thing
blew
is
your
that,
candles out.
look, man, the thing is so bad is that we knew what they were capable of. We knew Detroit. We said them and said it's going to be a shootout. You said it. But we don't have – what you said literally came true, and then you'll sit there and say that you think Detroit was still Detroit coming in. We said that we don't have the personnel to go into a shootout. We said that. And what happened?
I didn't think
They
it was
went
gonna be- I
into a
thought we
shootout
were-
and we didn't.
I thought we were going to show up sort of like we did against the Steelers. The
told you we need to have a shootout.
What was the score of the Steelers game? What was the score of the Steelers game? What was the end?
2017.
2017.
I just figured that the
again,
D-line
if we
would
score
step
20
up.
points again this week, we still lose by 27. We still lose by 27, bro. That we didn't play.
No,
We didn't
it's
play
not
good
even
enough
about-
against the Steelers to make me
but
think that we
it-
had a
it's
better
not-
chance against
it's-
Detroit.
It wasn't really.
We
it's
didn't
not-
play that good.
It's not really about the offense. It's more about the D. I thought that the defensive line and the young guys, they looked hungry last week. I just thought they were going to step up and have another big game this week.
Nah,
They
it's
got
more about
manhandled.
that offense.
More about that
man.
offense right now, bro.
Well,
9 points. You mustered 9
They gotta
points in
lead the
60
way.
minutes.
The
of
offense
football.
had to carry his defense, man. With it depleted like that, the offense had to carry
Bro,
it.
9 points in 60 minutes of football
no,
at home.
I get that.
They can
I
only
get
do
that,
so
but we
much.
already had.
That's terrible,
I
bro.
get that,
Terrible,
but
man.
we
9
already had
points?
a bunch of questions.
That's wild,
We had
yo.
a bunch of
Nobody
questions
said
about
crazy,
that
yo.
offense.
I said we was getting
Right?
burgers.
Burgers.
You see what I'm saying, Dre? We had,
I said
we had a bunch of
31.
questions about
Nailed-
that offense,
nailed-
for real.
yeah.
I think
Going into the game, we didn't have questions about the offense.
no,
We had questions about the
I'm
defense.
saying over this year, we complained about the offense in the red zone, not dropping points. We were skeptical of the defense, but because of last week, I think we were all excited that they played well, and we thought, oh man, we might have a shot. This D-line might keep us in enough
Nah,
games.
it ain't how I
bro, I
was.
didn't- I didn't think
I said we needed to. That's why I posed the question to the crew. I'm the one that came up with the question that said shootout or low scoring win. That's why I did it like that.
Well, and
because
that's
I
the
knew
whole-
we needed a
that's the whole
shootout.
point.
year.
That's the whole point. I said
Yeah,
I didn't
sure.
think we'll win a shootout.
shootout.
I know,
said-
but
I
my
said that-
thing is this. My thing is this. The mindset.
Game 1.
The mindset that you got to go into going into a game with a defense that's depleted is you're hoping that CD and them figure it out. You hoping that Fergie is doing his thing and Jalen Tolbert is stacking that game that he had against Pittsburgh and CD's going off. He went off for 227 on them last year. So you know this Detroit offense is potent with a great offensive line. You gotta score with them. And we're depleted. How can we be like our defense? No, we want our defense to maybe get some turnovers, or hold them to 3 or 6 or whatever. Bend don't break. But the offense in this game had to run with them guys, man. They had to run with them
They
guys.
ain't got it in them.
So think of it, look,
And we had to see it. And now that we saw
But that
it,
wasn't it for
They ain't
me
been doing it
because
all
I
year.
didn't. That wasn't it for me
Offense been
because
off all
I
year.
knew it said we
defense
wasn't
stepped
winning a
up.
shootout.
The
That
defense
wasn't the
stepped up
thing
when
for
we
me.
didn't. The
It just
defense
wasn't
stepped
for
up
me.
when we
I
weren't
just
even
didn't-
thinking in games when the offense had opportunities to make plays. They never did.
I was
Defense
hoping-
get 3 stops.
That's all.
Offense does nothing.
Man, but you said you hope.
No, I was hoping that the defense. I was skeptical that they played
why
pretty
is it not?
good last week. Maybe they can hold their own, just keep us around so the offense can make something happen. Yes, the offense didn't make anything happen.
Nothing.
But the defensive line didn't look like they did last
But look,
weekend.
check. I've once heard.
I
they
didn't
say,
expect them to do.
OBN
but look
is-
what they were going up
hoping
against.
one-
And I
shit
get that.
and
I was just skeptical that
feels up
because
fast.
they looked good that one
See
game.
which
I
one.
was skeptical.
I bet it's
Okay,
which
maybe
one makes
we'll
you
be-
happy?
Maybe we'll be able to weather a little bit, but it was fool's gold.
Yeah, John, that's what you get for Hope, man. Last time we seen Hope was Barack, man. So literally, man, that's what they say. You put Hope in one hand and shit in the other. See which one fills up faster, man. That shit, yeah, that shit's that shit's gonna fill up real fast, man. Ain't no more hoping with this football team, man. It is
Nah, I
what
got
it is,
hope.
bro. Like it
I
ain't
got
no more
hope.
hoping, bro.
At
I
the
got
end of
hope
the
that
day,
we
they
ain't-
500. It could be a lot worse.
It could be, but I mean,
but
as
it's
of right
it's
now.
bad.
So look, as of right now, we
bad.
still, as of right now, still on the outside looking into the playoffs. Like I don't know, do you want to make the playoffs with this team?
Yeah,
I don't
go
want to
ahead
make the
and
playoffs
go.
and lose first round again. Tank it.
Right.
I don't want to make it. I want to get a good draft pick. You're playing yourself right into this.
What you
into
gonna
a
do?
stupid ass position.
What
So
you want? What
question.
you want with a high draft?
I want a
pick?
quarterback.
You're not.
You're
gonna
not
get
getting it.
2-3 years.
Really?
You're not
that's
getting it. You
not
just
happening.
signed dude to 60
Yeah,
million.
that's not
You're not
happening.
getting a quarterback.
That's not happening.
We haven't drafted a first round
And you
quarterback
got
since
the-
Troy
and you
Yeah,
got
that's
the-
not
and you
happening.
got
Not
the-
gonna get
You
it.
got
I
the
agree.
savior on the bench.
I agree.
And you just signed that.
Yeah,
You're not
save
gonna
him
Right.
for 2 years, man. Let him sit for 2 more years.
No, you
Yeah.
got the savior.
You think they're gonna spend a first round pick to sit for 2 years?
No.
Right now?
I'm just
you
thinking.
can't.
No,
Hell
I'm
no.
I
talking-
mean, look, I'm being.
I'm talking about Trey
I'm playing.
Lance.
I mean.
So
honestly,
you
no.
already
That's what I would
already in
do.
the mock drafts.
You
man.
already blew a 4th round pick.
I'm
on
not,
Trey
but I'm with
Lance,
it.
and you could have got.
I'm not,
something.
but I'm with it.
Do you think?
I just don't want to play ourselves into a
So you think
17,
Jerry
18,
gonna do
19,
anything
20
other than keep
position
him?
again, dog. Like that's so
So you
stupid.
think Jerry gonna do anything other than keep him?
Keep who?
Trey.
It
That
don't
4th
matter.
round pick. I'm just saying it was a wasted pick.
Dog,
I'm
look,
saying-
gonna be
He's
bad.
up
He
to
bad
where-
all the way,
He
dog.
don't like being
Nah,
on
man,
that.
He bad all the way.
He
dog.
like,
I ain't feeling that.
I don't
Yeah,
want
he
no-
up
I
to
mean,
what?
If we can get to the playoffs, I get it.
you a
NFC
trade.
championship.
I don't want to go
not to-
every weekend and come in here every week losing just so we can get a draft pick
Look.
that we might fuck up next year.
and
Right.
not-
Win.
and not-
I want,
and
I want
not-
to see him try to figure it
Yeah,
out.
man. Yeah, let's put this shit
and
together
not
on the
that I-
field, man.
not
We
that
know
I
we
even
read-
want
we
this.
know we read this
And
book, dog. We
Not that I
read
even
this
want
book.
this. I even care that this happened. But if you give a 4th round pickup for Trey, you won't give a 2nd round pickup for Devontae Adams. Just
Devontae
solid.
can't stop the run.
Look,
I'm not even saying that. I'm not even
Yeah,
saying
that's
that.
what I'm thinking.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm just saying.
What
period.
do? Run it
I-
back, get the
no,
ball
my
out?
point is.
Hey, give you
I'm
somebody
just
to
saying.
take the pressure off
I'm
CD
just
so we
saying.
get in some
I'm just saying.
shootouts.
Period.
So he can be
because
mad at Dak too?
because here's the thing.
So
you
Devontae
got
can be mad
Bland.
at-
You got
Devontae
Bland
can
coming
be
back.
mad at him
Well, you
too?
got Bland coming back. You got Parsons coming back. You got D-Law coming back.
Ain't none of them stopping the run.
None of them stop
Not
the
never
run.
one of
point
them.
is-
Not never one of them stopping the
My
run.
point is, if you're trying to
My
win,
bad, D-Law. You do a little bit.
if you're trying to win, then and if you get Trey Lance for a 4th round, why wouldn't you entertain it? That's
Look,
all I'm saying.
Devontae ain't gonna do
That's,
nothing.
that's all I'm saying.
Hey, look,
Whether
Philly
we
see
need
Devontae
it,
run some
whether
of the
we
most beautiful
don't,
routes
why
I've ever
wouldn't you
seen. Not
entertain
the
it?
ball.
That's all
I
I'm
feel you,
saying.
but-
right,
I ain't
and
talking
then
about
and
very
then
good.
when he
Not
don't
get
get
the
his
ball.
Why
way,
wouldn't you entertain it?
he's gonna
He's
shut
gonna
down
play
and blow it up too,
He's gonna be
man.
the same way
So
Amari
I'm
is.
just saying.
You know,
so
Would you
I
bring
don't
Cooper
want-
back?
I
Would you
don't
bring?
want
Would you
all
rather
that.
have
No.
Cooper or Devontae?
So do
Neither
you
one.
not
Neither
know?
one of them.
Hey
Who you
man,
want? What's the point?
Hey man, these are wide receivers, Terry.
But what's
They
the
all
point?
prima donnas.
I'll
Stop
take-
thinking all these
I'll
wide
take
receivers
Devontae
don't
Adams.
complain
He's
when
the
they don't get the
size.
ball.
He's
They
the
all
type of
do.
receiver you want. Dak
They
to
all
have.
do,
Big,
man.
strong hand
AJ
receiver.
Brown
run
from
the routes.
Philly. Every wide receiver
you know what they do?
competitive
Nah,
complain
but
if they
you
don't get the ball.
You got somebody with a catch radius like his, he can make it happen.
But when you think
Thinking
about
these dudes
so what
ain't
do they
prima
do?
donnas, man.
But what do they do? The thing is that you say that they're prima donnas and they find a way to get them the ball. We have one that we still can't find a way to get them the ball.
Right.
CD has came out and said that these coaches are making halftime adjustments. That's why he has the first half. He has a really good first half, first quarter. Then they make adjustments.
That's what happened.
But
Missing
you have
training
no-
camp.
And
You
we
have
go.
no-
That's why Tolbert and them step up in that
But
second
you
half
have
because
no
they have to.
confidence in anybody else, and nobody else is going to double Tolbert or anybody else.
But that's why
get,
Tolbert doesn't
get
win
somebody else out there they
They
going
double
to respect.
Absolutely.
Get somebody else
double
out there they
Ferguson.
respect.
I seen Ferguson
Get
get double.
somebody else out there they
Ferguson,
respect.
yeah.
Get somebody else out there they respect.
What
A
is the
Devontae
problem? How
Adams.
is that going to help when your quarterback still is getting sacked? When your quarterback
but
still
you
holding the
don't
ball.
stop
Hey,
Plus,
man.
that's a whole
Hey,
money
let me tell you
situation,
something.
man.
There's
Dak-
other problems in
Dak-
a wide receiver is
Hey,
not our
man,
problem right
but
now.
Dax
A wide
look-
receiver is not
but
our
Dax
problem. That
look
is not
better.
solving a damn
But Dax
thing.
look better
That's solving
with
nothing.
the
No.
cookie than
It's
he
gonna
has the
sell more
last 2
jerseys.
weeks.
A little bit.
It's gonna sell more jerseys.
Has he
bro.
not?
A little bit, but you need something to take the pressure off
You need
CD.
both of them, though.
We
That
need
ain't
something.
wrong.
We
You need
need
something
someone
to
to
take
stop.
both.
Yeah,
We need
because we
someone
don't
to
got a
drop-
runner.
You
We
need
ain't-
both. You
Bro, we
need
need
some on
somebody to stop
defense.
somebody from
You
dropping
need
40
another
on us.
receiver, and you need some guys on defense that come in with
Well-
a different mentality because we're not going to create it. You got to go get somebody that we're not going to do.
So with
out of
Devontae,
free agency
what
early.
makes that game
They gotta-
different yesterday with Devontae?
Nothing.
That's not what we're
That-
talking
yeah,
about,
that's
Terry.
right.
CD might
That's not
eat.
what we're talking
CD
about.
might.
That's not what. That's
You
not
throw
what
the
we're
ball
talking
around a
about.
little bit more.
Whatever.
We get in the
That's
end
That's not
zone.
what I'm talking
We were
about.
in the red zone.
That's
Let us know.
I ain't
That's
say
not what I'm
red,
talking-
I said
What-
in.
What
Should
if
have
we
been in the
do?
end zone. Dak threw a pick.
What if
And
we
then
do?
Terrible throw by Dak. Yes or
Hey,
no?
man,
Didn't
fuck
see the
yesterday.
safety. Didn't see the safety.
He talking about
threw a terrible
yesterday.
back. We were
I'm not
tired.
talking about yesterday.
Going
I'm
forward,
not
it's not
talking.
gonna
I'm
help.
talking
It's not
about.
gonna
He
help.
saw
I'm
the
talking
safety.
about.
He just didn't hold
Anticipating
him.
coming.
Yeah,
Man,
nah, he ain't
that
hold
was
him
Dak
down
shit.
long
That
enough.
But
was
ain't
Dak
no,
shit.
no, I'm not talking
was
about
Dak
yesterday.
shit.
I'm
One
talking
got
about
called back.
if you
It
do
was a
play
bad
well
bad.
enough.
One
If
got called
you get
back,
everybody
it's
back, you do play well enough to get in the playoffs, and then you have a Devontae Adams
Our-
that looks different.
No, our
Trust
solution
me,
is
it
our
looks
problem.
different.
Our
Trust
solution
me,
is
it
our
looks
problem.
different.
What is it
Period.
not having these good receivers when your
Period.
quarterback and your
Because
offensive scheme
defenses
ain't
gotta
shit?
respect them.
Yeah,
You're
I-
not going to double team any one of them and let the other
What
one
kind of routes you
destroy
send
you.
Devontae on?
Well-
With Dak
Destroy
can't get it to
you.
him. What kind of routes you sending Devontae on?
Anyone he goes on, he's
No,
a rap
Dak,
runner.
it'll get it to
Stop
him.
it, man.
All right.
Stop it.
It'll give him another.
Stop
And it'll give him another reason not to.
You
have to
gonna tell
bank
me
as much.
Devontae is not a rap
confidence
runner?
for your
period?
quarterback
You
So
stop
is
that,
he
Terry.
is, but it's our quarterback. It's not that it's our play call.
Somebody's getting single
There's our
coverage.
quarterback.
But you do-
Somebody getting
you do
single
gotta
coverage,
put a lot-
and you got Ferguson.
Dak is a quarterback. You do have to put a lot around him. You cannot
You gotta
negate
put a
that.
lot
You
True.
can't say that
True.
just because he will help. He will help because that helps with his confidence. That'll give him another a receiver that draws attention, that takes off attention from another,
Okay.
and it frees up third.
I don't
you know what I'm
disagree
saying?
with
And
you
it frees
there.
up, but
I
he
don't
needs
disagree.
that. But that doesn't negate the fact that he also needs shit on defense too.
Right.
Yeah, so with
Also
Devontae, do we score 48
But
points
my
yesterday?
point, I'm not.
With Devontae, do we score 48
That's not what I'm
points?
saying.
no, that's
The-
not what we're saying, bro.
who on
We don't
defense?
still need
Look,
both of
Terry,
them. That ain't
Terry,
negating. You don't
Terry,
stop building
who
that
on
receiver.
Some of them
defense?
3 and
You
outs would have
build
been
a
3 and
team.
out.
Who in the league
That's
in
they
defense
obvious.
right now is getting traded? Who's looking? What defensive players looking to be traded now?
Nobody that I know of.
But Devontae is. So you're not going to take a top-notch wide receiver if you can use him.
So you
period.
so
because there's no
again,
defensive
and
It's
we're
player.
here-
hold
so
up,
the
man.
reason
It's
why
a
you
money
don't-
situation going on, man. It's money situation
Ain't no
going
money
on. You
No,
know,
because if you look at
I'm
the
telling you, man.
That 30-year-old wide
What you
receiver,
think it
that
is?
31-year-old wide receiver, he's about to
Man, it's money situation,
You
man.
don't get money. I ain't
So
going for
you
that.
have a
Ain't
32,
no money
33-year-old
issue
wide
with
receiver.
Man,
right now.
jury's not spending that money. That's what I say
not
it's a
saying
money
Bingo, that's
situation.
that thing.
Okay, so it's a money
He got the money,
situation.
though. It ain't
So
no
ain't
money
no sense in
situation.
even going and getting
Well,
it.
it ain't no money situation.
Man,
Just
we
call it
don't
what it
need
is.
to be
He
telling-
don't want to spend the money.
Okay,
A money
so-
situation mean you ain't
I
got
wouldn't
it.
do
You
it
don't
either.
want to spend it mean you ain't
He ain't got
spend
no
it.
nothing
Money
to do, right?
situation
Hey.
mean you ain't got it to spend.
How many years you
Just
got
call
like
it what
that
it
to
is.
go out there, man,
It's not
drop
a money
them nuts and go get who you
situation.
want.
He
You
don't want
ain't
to
cut
spend
like
the
that no
money.
more, Jerry. You ain't got that in you no more.
How
You
many
got
years
old,
you
you
got
ain't on the
Devontae?
block no
How
more.
many years you think you got
tender,
Devontae to
man.
trade for?
Going back to Arkansas with that soft
But-
shit.
How many more years you got
Here's what I know.
Devontae? 2 years?
Here's what I
effective
You
know.
got this
three.
year and next year, you got Devontae.
Yeah,
that-
and you got to
that's
pick them up, and then we got Michael too, man. So
Okay,
you
so
know,
if you get Devontae, if we was to go get Devontae right now, we
He
maybe
already
got
said we ain't
another
getting
good
Devontae.
season. No, I'm just saying, if that
Rental.
were to happen, happen because you say that may change things and make it better on Dak. We have another good season out of him. That's a 32, 33-year-old wide receiver right now. Yeah. I'm not willing to pay that type.
Right. Money situation.
Because right now, again, this season, that doesn't solve our woes. This
right,
season,
I agree with that.
So we go get them right now. We give up a second-round pick for something that might not develop until next season.
Well, our second-round picks don't pan out no way, though, but We're heading to a bye week,
He's still better than the
fellas.
second round pick you're gonna bring in next year.
We
I can
had-
bet that.
Okay, but it's not solving nothing.
I'm gonna
Long
bet
term.
that. I bet that.
All right, give me a second rounder.
Man,
I
we
bet
just,
Devontae
hey,
Adams
we
will
just
be
talking
second
to the
round,
air
you
at
bring
this
in the
point,
league.
man. We wasting breath, man. But look, man, that's another episode of Cowboys Raw Uncut. Dallas Cowboy players. Look, I hope y'all ain't taking no time off for nothing during this bye. Y'all better get in there, man. Y'all better get in there, man. For real, get in on that practice field, man. Yeah, get on there real soon, man, and keep working until y'all get this thing right. But yeah, man, that's crew out, man. Cowboys Raw Uncut. We'll catch y'all on the kickback.
Follow that conditioning coach.
Jerry Fire.
That's what I want.